Good afternoon, everyone. Is my screen visible to all of you?
Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Is it visible?
No, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So, a very warm good afternoon to one and all. So, I welcome you, all of you. I welcome all of you to the Holistic Development Cell of Department of MBA. We all know that we have started with the Holistic Development Cell consisting of different clubs, right? And each club have his its own specific goals. Each club has its own specific objectives. And in that line, today in the Holistic Development Cell, under the Student Progression Club, we are going to understand the industry expectations from MBA students. So in this particular today's session, we are going to learn that what actually the industry expects from you, right? Like we have expectations from the industry. In the same way, industry also have expectations with respect to what all qualities students should possess. And hence, in that line, it is very important that you need to understand what are the expectations of the industry from you, from MBA students. So today's agenda of this particular session, understanding industry expectations from MBA students, today we are going to study 7 important skills that make an MBA graduate industry ready. So I hope at the end of today's session, if you are able to impart these 7 important skills in you, you will be industry ready. Industry will be happy to take you. Yeah, industry's expectations will surely be fulfilled if you possess or if you imbibe the 7 important skills that can surely make you ready for the industry. So many students have a query in their mind: how can an MBA graduate become industry ready? Or what are the expectations of the industry from we? Or what all skills do we need to have in ourselves so that industry will hire us? So we all know that MBA degree prepare us to effectively address the growing competition in the industry, right? So we all know that today's industry scenario is absolutely dynamic. Everything is changing so fast, right? We need to update everything. We need to update our knowledge. We need to update our skills. We need to update every aspects. And this MBA degree that you are already pursuing will help you to effectively address the growing competition in the industry, right? So the changing times, the requirement of the world have evolved. Okay, so as we have already seen that the situation has become quite dynamic, quite changing, right? And hence in that line, only MBA degree is no longer sufficient for the students to secure a well-paid job. So you only have a MBA degree mark sheet. So on the basis of your mark sheet, no one is going to give you job, right? Because We all know that the competition is so fierce, right? Everything is so dynamic, and hence, just a minute. And hence, in that line, only our degree is not sufficient. Okay, so only degree is no longer sufficient for students to secure well-paid job. Today, the industry are looking for MBA graduate who not only have a strong command over technical or conceptual skills, but are creative leaders, ethical, and have global mindset. Right? So today, at the end of completing the degree, if you sit in an interview and tell them you hire me because I have a first class, so only on the basis of your marks or only on the basis of your degree, the company or the industry is not going to pick you up. The industry wants something more from you. And if you possess that something more, if you possess the 7 important skills which we are discussing today, we are confident that you will be more, there will be high probability that industry is going to pick you. So MBA graduate these days are required to have extensive knowledge of corporate world. Okay, only your domain management knowledge is not enough for you. You should also have the extensive knowledge of the corporate world. You need to develop your interpersonal skills. You need to have good interpersonal skills. You need to have good communication skills. You need to know how to organize and delegate efficiently. You should possess problem solving and decision making skills. You should have a global mindset. Learn about strategic planning and thinking. And lastly, you need to master your technical know-how. So, in a short, if you possess these 7 important skills in you, other than your domain management knowledge, every industry will like to be a part, they would be like to you be a part of that particular industry. So today we are going to discuss with respect to what these 7 important skills can make a MBA graduate industry ready, right? So if you want yourself to be industry ready, if you want yourself that industry should immediately hire you, be ready to impart these 7 important skills in yourself. And if you have these skills, you are always welcome by the industry. So let us discuss these 7 skills that can make an MBA graduate industry ready, right? So the first important skill that we are going to study today is the interpersonal skills. The first important skill that we are going to study today is the interpersonal skills. Yeah. So we all know what interpersonal skills are. And we also know that strong interpersonal skill form the basic foundation of a successful MBA graduate. So according to the industry, along with good marks, if you are having good interpersonal skills, it will make your foundation absolutely strong. Management students with advanced interpersonal skills tend to collaborate well with teams or groups and other people generally. So at the end, when you land up into corporate, students or candidates who are having good interpersonal or advanced interpersonal skills, they are very efficient in managing team. They are very efficient in managing the groups, because tomorrow, wherever, whatever work you are doing, everything is teamwork, right? Everything is based on your leadership skills, your teamwork, how you work in groups. And hence, it is crucial for every MBA students to develop their interpersonal skills, right? So you can easily enhance your soft skills by few following tips. So before going or before understanding, let us see what actually are the interpersonal skills. So I will tell that your interpersonal skills are good if you are adaptable. What is the meaning of adaptability? If you are able to match, if you are able to mold yourself in any sort of situation, I will say you are adaptable. And that is a most important quality. Yeah, industry do not want rigid students who or candidates who are not ready to change their mindset, are absolutely rigid. Such type of people are not welcome by the industry. Industry wants such type of people who are absolutely adaptable, who are absolutely ready to mold themselves in any sort of situation wherein they are put. If you want, I'll tell you are having good interpersonal skill if you are adaptable, right? So adaptability is very, very important. Your negotiation skills are also very important. We all know that tomorrow when you will be working in industry, you should have that skill of negotiation. You'll have an opportunity, or you'll have very responsibilities, much responsibilities, wherein you should have the skill to negotiate with your customers, with your clients, with your different stakeholders, and the candidates who are good into the negotiation skills are much ahead in their work life. So if your negotiation skill is good, it helps you to increase your interpersonal skills. The third important aspect in the interpersonal skills is your conflict resolution. We all know that conflict is inevitable. Tomorrow, when you will be working in companies, there will be difference of opinion. And this difference of opinion will always land you into conflict situation. And industry expect such type of students, such type of candidates who are having conflict resolution technique, right? So if your interpersonal skills are good, you will be able to resolve any sort of conflicts that you are into. I request students to mute their phones. I request Sachin Gosavi to mute his phone. So if you want to enhance your interpersonal skills, you should develop yourself to become such a person who is having skills to resolve conflict. Next important point in the interpersonal skill is your communication skills. The way you talk, the way you communicate is very important. And this important communication skills talks a lot about you. If your communication skills are strong, if you're able to communicate with people effectively, that means your interpersonal skills are quite strong enough. And obviously, industry want people having good communication skills. Same like conflict resolution, you should be also efficient in managing the conflicts. When we talk about managing the conflicts, as we have already seen, that conflict is inevitable. We cannot avoid conflict. But if you are into a situation of difference of opinion, you should have the skills to manage the conflict, to resolve the conflict. The next important quality in you should be affirmative. When I talk about affirmation, you should should be able to confidently say yes and no to people. It has been found that many times people hesitate to say yes or no, and industry always want affirmative candidates who are much confident in expressing their opinion. It may be yes or no. The next important point is a team building. As we have already seen that today's industry want people who are efficient team worker, who are efficient team builder. So if you have the capacity of building effective teams, yes, such type of people are needed by the industry. And the last and the most important point in interpersonal skill is your self-awareness. Now, what do we mean by self-awareness? Self-awareness means knowing yourself properly, knowing your strengths, knowing your weaknesses, knowing your opportunities, and knowing your threats very well. If you are self-aware, if you know your strength, if you know your weakness, if you know how to overcome your weakness, if you know what all opportunities you have, and if you know what all threats you are possessing, you are a complete person. You are a such type of a person which industry needs. So my dear students, the first skill which the industry expects in you to possess is your interpersonal skills. Right? So if you want to develop your interpersonal skill, what you need to do? So many students have a query. Okay, ma'am, we have understood the concept of interpersonal skills. We understand that a person having good interpersonal skill is adaptable. He is having his good negotiation skill. He is having his good conflict resolution and management skill. He is a good communicator. He is an affirmative person. He is good in team building, and he is well self-aware. But how do I enhance my interpersonal skills? So surely, yes, there are different ways to develop your effective interpersonal skills. So how? First point, always appreciate people. Right? Nowadays, we find that people lack that important skill in them, or people lack a quality in them in appreciating others. So remember one thing, if you want to improve your interpersonal skills, always appreciate people at your workplace. Always appreciate, always pay gratitude to people who help you to grow. If you develop yourself the habit of appreciating people, be it a very small help they render you, be a very small contribution from their side they initiate, always appreciate them. Always be thankful to people. See the magic. Your interpersonal skills will gradually start increasing. Second important tip to increase your interpersonal skill is pay attention to people. Nowadays, we are so busy, right? We do not have time to pay attention to the people, to understand their problems, to help them come out of their difficult situation. We are so involved in ourselves. But you need to change. You need to pay attention to people. You need to give time to people. And if you start helping people, surely your interpersonal skills are going to increase. Next, practice active listening. Listen to people. Listen to their problems. This habit of active listening to people is very, very important. And we all know that communication doesn't mean talking, but communication means listening to people. If you are a good listener, if you have the capacity to understand other people properly, if you practice active listening, your interpersonal skills are surely going to enhance. The next important tip, how can we enhance our interpersonal skill, is by bringing people together. Right? if you have that skill of bringing people together, nothing like that. The next, resolve conflict. Help people to manage conflict. Help people to eradicate their misunderstandings. And this surely will develop your interpersonal skill. Next important thing is communicate clearly. Lack of communication or gap in the communication create lot of problem. And if you communicate clearly, many problems, many hurdles are going to manage. Next, smile. Yeah, it takes nothing to smile, right? If you have a good smile on your face, if you are a happy person, you will be always welcomed by everyone. Everyone will like to be in your company. So always smile. Never complain. We have a habit to complain, right? But if you want to be a person having good interpersonal skills, never complain. And last important point is empathize. Always see other person in your shoes. Okay? Always try to understand other people's problem as if they are your problems. And if you are able to appreciate people, if you are able to pay attention to people, if you practice active listening, if you bring people together, if you resolve conflict, if you communicate clearly, if you always are a happy person having a good smile, if you complain less and if you empathize, yes, you are a type of candidate having excellent interpersonal skills. So this is a first important skill industry needs you, right? Industry do not want only MBA student having first class or having O grade. That is not sufficient for them. They want you to have good interpersonal skills, and these are the great ways through which you can develop your interpersonal skills. So always cultivate a positive outlook, always control your emotions, always pay gratitude to people, acknowledge the people, practice active listening, and have a habit to show interest in your employees. And see the magic of your magical interpersonal skills that can help the company to develop. Now, the second important skill which the industry is fetching in you is your communication skills. We all know that effective communication is coherent, is comprehensive, and leaves no room for misunderstanding. In fact, many of the B schools or many of the MBA institutes expect excellent communication skills from the MBA students. Hence, developing these skills should be topmost priority. And hence, developing your communication skills, this should be your topmost priority. Every day you should work on yourself with respect to how you can develop your communication skills. So those MBA students who master the art of effective communication come out as a great leader. Think about any great leader. Why he is great? Because his communication skills are good. When a manager is able to communicate well, his team gets easily influenced and appreciate him as they believe in his message and what he represents as a leader, right? So if you want yourself to be effective leader, if you want yourself be such a manager that people listen you, people appreciate you, you need to enhance your communication skills. Now, being an MBA professional, being an MBA student, How can you enhance your communication skills? So master all form of communication, that is work on your verbal communication, work on your written communication, and most importantly, as I've already told you, when we talk about communication, only 10% of communication, verbal communication or written communication is important. 90% of your communication depends upon your listening skills. So, if you are talking a lot, if you are talking sophisticated English, that doesn't mean you are a good communicator. Remember, if you want to be a good communicator, you should be first a good listener, right? So how can you enhance your communication skills? So you should work on your verbal communication, how you speak. You should work on your non-verbal communication. You should take care of your body language. You should be very efficient in your written communication, how you draft formal letters, how you write your mail, how you write different type of reports, how you coordinate meetings. All these are very important. So work on your verbal communication, work on your written communication, and most importantly, be a very good listener. Let your team know that they matter by smiling and listening to them attentively. Right? So, tomorrow, when you will be leading teams, tomorrow, when you will be dealing with people, it is been needed that you, being a good team leader, should be a happy person, should be a person who is having a fresh face, having a good smile on his face. Right? So, you should be a active listener. Establish mutual trust between you and your teammates. Most importantly, communication is not only about speaking, talking. Effective communication is all about you trust people, you have faith in your team, you have faith in your teammates. So if you are able to establish a mutual trust between you and your teammates, yes, your communication skills are excellent. You should also project an open and positive attitude at work. Very, very important. When I talk about communication, how you act or how you react to a particular situation talks a lot about you. So always be open, always have a positive attitude at your work. Next, be easily accessible and available for your team to discuss any issue. Now, many a times it happens that tomorrow when you'll be working with your teams, people will be having lot of issues. They would like to share with you a lot of things. So always be readily available to your team members. Always have time to communicate with them. Yeah. Let your team know that they matter by smiling and listening to them attentively. Right? So if you have these skills to listen people, right, shows that you are a good communicator. And industry wants such people who are good listener, who take out time for people to help. Should take interest in the lives of your team members and boost their morale at all the times, right? So today, industry do not need bosses. Industry do not want people who order their team. Industry want people who manage the team, who motivate the team. Industry need people who are able to boost the morale of their team every time. If you want to enhance your communication skill, take interest in the lives of your team. Be a part of their lives. Boost their morale. Motivate them all the times. Industry will love to have you. Make your team feel valued by active encouragement and recognizing their achievements. So you all know that tomorrow when you will be dealing with deadlines, you will be dealing with the company's goal achievement. It is very important that in the different milestones, you should always appreciate people. You should always value their achievement. You should always encourage them. You should always recognize their achievements. So if you are able to do this, no one can stop you from being a great communicator. So this is the second expectation from the industry. This is the second skill that we have studied that industry is fetching in you. Now, the third and the most important skill industry looks in you is know how to organize and delegate efficiently. So you are the MBA students, right? So your organizational skills are some of the most crucial skills that an MBA professional must acquire, right? What is MBA? It is all about management. It is all about organization. And in that, you should be not only good, but great. So these organizational skills help MBA graduate to plan, prioritize, and achieve your goal. So good organizational skills increase proficiency and efficiency of professional manager by increasing your focus. And moreover, if you are organized, if you are systematic, organized manager understand the strength and weakness of his team members and thus delegate the work accordingly. So, how can you enhance or which are the tasks that a manager must keep in mind? So tomorrow if you want to enhance your organizational skills effectively, following are some organizational tasks that a manager must keep in mind. So if you want to fulfill the third important expectation of the industry, so what are some organizational tasks that a manager must keep in mind? The first important thing, you are manager, right? So always create. So creating and meeting deadlines is very, very important, right? Because everything is dynamic in corporates. There are deadlines every day. For every task there are deadlines. And if you want to work in a more organized way, always you need to plan things. So when you plan, always create and always meet your deadlines. Complete your task in time. Identifying problem is also very, very important. We all know problems are part and parcel of corporate life. So always have the habit to identify, to understand what sort of problems are around you. Reconcile conflicts. Same way, when you'll be working in teams, there will be difference of opinion. People can agree or people cannot agree you. But you should always be in a situation to reconcile conflicts. Next important thing, how to organize and delegate effectively is multitasking, right? Corporate want multitasker. They do not want any specific expert, right? Corporate want such type of people who are always ready to say yes, right? If any sort of task is given to you, you should have the capacity, you should have that guts to say them yes, right? You should also have the habit of developing strategies. What are strategies? Strategies are your long-term plans. Okay. So also developing, you should not only focus on your day-to-day planning, but you should also develop the long-term plan, right? And you should also be efficient in setting and meeting goals, right? Planning is very easy or setting goals is very easy, but meeting goals talks a lot about you. So once you set goals, always work efficiently to meet the goals. You should be efficient in managing appointments, making schedules and coordinating events. So when the industry is expecting you to be a organized and a person delegating efficiently his task, always make schedules, always manage your appointment, always manage your time efficiently. If you are efficient in your organizational skills, if you are able to coordinate events, if you are able to delegate responsibilities to people, nothing like that. Industry thinks you as fit for their corporate. The next and the fourth important skills the industry is looking in you is learn about strategic planning and thinking. Now, what is strategic planning? So, strategic planning and thinking is a crucial skill set that you as an MBA professional must develop. So it helps the manager to create a framework of decisions that are coherent and unifying and gives a proper direction to business and resource utilization. So moreover, it requires innovation and creativity and includes a lot of research that help to examine the voice of the customer, the employees, and most importantly, the industry trend. Right? So, you as an MBA student, you as an MBA professional, how can you develop your strategic planning and thinking skills? So, yes, surely allocating time and encouraging people to work individually can help you, right? So, for every task, for the every project you work on, always have a habit to allocate time to it. Always encourage people to work individually. Encouraging team members to think strategically to develop relevant and meaningful insights. Encouraging team members to think, discourage the sole reliance on formal emails and other forms of communications. Right? So when we talk about strategic planning, it's all about you are empowered to think of not only today's task, but also you have the vision to develop your organization. You get ready for your organization to be ready for tomorrow's challenges, right? And hence, in that line, the fourth important skill the industry is looking in you is you need to be a strategic planner. You need to be an individual thinker. You need to be a creative thinker who can contribute to effective planning and who can encourage people to participate and discuss and brainstorm, which ultimately contribute to the planning. Okay. Now, the next important skill that the industry is looking in you is the problem solving and decision making skills. Problems are inevitable, right? If you do not have problems, that means you are not growing. Problems solving and decision making belong together. So a manager cannot solve a problem without taking effective decisions. So there are many ways an MBA professional, or there are many ways you as an MBA professional could take a decision. One is a systematic and a rational approach, while other is more intuitive, right? So you may take such decisions that can be very systematic, but at many times you need to take such decisions. You need to believe in your gut power. You should believe in your intuition, and that way also is a second way of taking decisions. So an MBA program introduces students to all the tools and techniques which can utilize to solve problems more effectively and more decisions. So how basically you can solve a problem? So we all know that, okay, we should be good in problem solving because industry expect it, or we should be a good decision maker which the industry expected. But first we need to understand how you as an MBA candidate or you as an MBA professional take the steps to solve a problem. So we all know that first important thing is always try to identify the problem. Many times it happens that something is wrong going on around, but we fail in identifying the exact problem that is revolving around us. So always identify the problem first. Second, explore alternatives. There are many routes through which you can achieve your goals. So always map different routes, always map different alternatives to tackle your problems. Once you explore different alternatives, select such an alternative that best suits. Implement the solution and evaluate the solutions. Now students, do you know the most important skill the industry is looking in you is your critical thinking. Critical thinking is a most in-demand skill that the industry is fetching in the candidates. Now this critical thinking and problem solving skills go hand in hand. And do you know one more reason why many of the industries are fetching freshers? The reason is that the fresher always tries to explore different alternatives in doing a task, in working on a problem. And you being a critical thinker, you being having competencies in you in solving the problems, when you identify a problem, always have a habit to identify different alternatives. And being a critical thinker, always select the best alternative that can solve your problems. Once you select the best alternative, implement the solution and evaluate the solution. So in this way, you can solve a problem, you can solve any sort of problem, and surely you can be a good problem solver, which the industry may like you. Now, an MBA professional undergoes the following stages while taking a decision. So you need to take decisions. See, we all know, right? Ratan Tata have rightly said, no decision is right and no decision is wrong. Have gut to take any decision and make it right. So there will be many instances in your life when you need to take a decision, and taking a decision is very important. Now, what are the different stages to take decisions? As we know that decision making is a skill expected by the industry to have in us. So how can you take a good decision? So always analyze the situation, innovate to address needs and identify alternatives, decide and commit to act, manage the consequences, rethink, replan, and take better decisions. So these are the very interesting stages which can surely help you to not only take good decisions but the best decisions. Right? Always have habit to analyze the situations. Right? Identify different alternatives. Once decide and commit to act. Be ready to tackle the wrong decision. Learn. Always the decisions will be right, will not be the situation. Sometimes the decision can have adverse effects. So be competent in managing their consequences. Rethink, replan, and take more better decisions. So it's going to be cyclical in nature. If your decisions go wrong, the experience surely will make you more efficient person in again thinking on it, again planning on it, and again taking more better decisions. Now, the sixth important skill industry looks in you is you need to have a global mindset. So the growing interactions between the Indian and the international markets have increased the expectations of the employers in terms of the skills that are required in the MBA graduate. So we all know, right? Globalization. We talk about globalization. So now it is quite crucial for an MBA aspirant or an MBA student to have a global mindset, as it would help them to understand the differences among the culture, business practices, and they can easily acknowledge the opportunities to learn about the similarities. So, an MBA graduate with a global mindset. So, what the industry is expecting? The industry do not want to be a person having a local mindset. The industry want you to be a person having a global mindset. So, an MBA candidate with a global mindset must have the ability to navigate through unclear or uncertain situations without feeling stressed. Very important. Stress should never be a hurdle in your work. You always have an ability to navigate through unclear, through challenges, through uncertain situations without being stressed. You should be such sort of a person who can even work efficiently in stressful situations. Right? The MBA graduate with a global mindset must have the knowledge of international business knowledge and growth drivers. So you should not confine yourself in learning or in studying only your country's business or your country's growth drivers, but always have an appetite to learn, to take the knowledge of international business and their growth. You, as an MBA graduate, should have willingness to consider, adopt, and appreciate the values and beliefs of others. That is also very important, right? If always be willing to adopt, always appreciate others' value, always respect their beliefs, can make you a global mindset person. The interest in learning about various culture and world event. You should not confine yourself to learn, or should not have interest only about your culture, but industry wants you to be such a person who is well aware with respect to cultures of not only India but the world. And lastly, the confidence in themselves without overestimating the abilities and valuing the experience of others. So if you as an MBA graduate are ready to have a global mindset, industry will like you to be part of them. And the last skill is mastering your technical know-how. Very, very important. So the extensive dependency of every business on the digital platform and social media, it has become quite crucial for MBA students to have extensive knowledge of all technical tools related to their MBA specialization. So when the students combine the business acumen with highly sought after technical skills, they develop an advantageous skill set that allow them to design and implement solution and successfully bridge the gap. So there are many aspects in which you need to develop your technical skills that you need to master. That can be your Microsoft Office, basics of website programming, maintaining your websites, technical writing, data management analysis, and information technology. So all these are very important. Your technical skills must be very strong, because today's scenario, today's in the COVID situation, we know how important is your blog, how important is your website, because now as we are working on a digital platform, these are the basic requirement of the industry that you need to possess. So always work on making your technical skills strong. Always learn new technologies, new languages. Every one of you must have your own blog, right? Your IT, your information technology should be one of your important strengths. And all together can make you ready for the industry. So we sum up, if you want yourself ready, if you want you as an MBA graduate, if you want yourself to be ready for the industry, just ask yourself the question: do you have effective interpersonal skills? Do you have good communication skills? Do you have the know-how how to organize, delegate efficiently? Do you possess problem solving and decision making skills? Are you having a global mindset? Are you able to learn about strategic planning and thinking? And most importantly, do you have the technical know-how? And if the answer is yes, you are industry ready. You will surely able to fulfill the expectations of the industry from the students. So this was regarding today's session on understanding industry expectations from the MBA students. So this session surely was an eye-opening session to make you people understand that only reading the textbooks, only clearing the exams is not enough. You need to work beyond it. You need to fulfill all the expectations of the industry that can help you to get not only a good job but a great job. So this was with respect to today's session. So I think we can keep the session open for a few questions and answers if you are having. So from your side, can I know the 7 important skills the industry is expecting from the MBA students? Can anyone tell me all the 7 skills? Yes, students. Is my voice audible to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So can you just sum up and tell me on which 7 important areas we need to work, which 7 skills we need to nurture so that we are ready for the industry? Can anyone tell me?
Effective interpersonal skills,
Very good.
communication skills,
Good.
problem solving and decision making skills,
Good.
master technical skills.
Good.
Having global mindset.
Perfect. Yes. 2 more skills are remaining. Well organized, delegate effectively, and learn about strategic planning and thinking. These 7 important skills surely will help us to fulfill the expectations of the industry. So these are the 7 important areas, students, you need to always have in your mind. And you should every day ask yourself, had I worked on these skills today? Did I work on my interpersonal skills? Did I work on my communication skills? Did I work on my technical skills? Did I work on my global mindset? Did I learn about problem solving or strategic planning and thinking? If yes, you are on a right direction. But if you are missing it every day, you are losing your precious time. So students, start preparing on fulfilling the expectations of the industry from you. So I think we can keep the session open for your queries, any doubts you are having. But I think it was a eye-opening session wherein I think you are now quite clear that only studying is not sufficient, right? You need to have that 360-degree input in yourself so that you are a competent, you are a perfect candidate for the industry. If you have any queries, we can discuss it. Did you understood the expectations of the industry?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so for today, I think we will stop here. Feedback link, I will share it on your MBA 1 and second year group. Kindly give your valuable feedback. So if anyone want to ask or if anyone have any query, you are free to ask. Feedback link is shared on your group. Okay, kindly give your valuable feedbacks for the session. You don't have any queries? Did you understood the session, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I think we'll end the session for today. Thank you so much for attending the session. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am.